Hello, I'm John. I do the smokeless powder guns on this channel, and my buddy Dimwit does the black powder guns. And I'm doing a whole series of videos on the Norwegian Krag Jørgensen rifle. Believe it or not, they're not actually called Krag Jørgensen. Krag Jørgensen is the way we say it here in Norway. And this is a gun that I put together from basically an unloved old infantry model 1894 Krag, which was shortened and made into a hunting rifle, and I have done some more work to it. The barrel has been shortened, so it's about 3/4 of an inch longer than short military carbines, but it's infantry model 1894 barrel, so it's thicker than a carbine barrel, but it's still a very handy rifle, and it's got quite a difficult diopter sight to find. It's called model M51, model 1951, and it's actually made for the 22 caliber Krags. We made them into competition rifles or practice rifles in 22 caliber, and of course they were single shots, and this is a 22 caliber barrel. And check this out, that's the end of it. There you see the chamber that is offset, so that's how they did that. You see the groove for the extractor there, and you see the round portion that's fits into the front of the bolt, and there's the chamber offset. So they're pretty clever. So what else did I do to this gun? So that's the diopter sight, and if I turn this diopter head off, we're left with a kind of a ghost ring, and that makes it into a marvelous combat rifle. If you don't know what a ghost ring sight is, it's when you have a little something like this for a rare diopter, and when you use it, all you can see is just kind of an outline of it that you can actually see through, so it doesn't block your sight. And they're popular on home defense shotguns, that sort of thing. And I got a front sight, ramped front sight from Brownells, and it costs more than the gun itself, but it's got it works well with that diopter. And doesn't have the upper wood, so I made a piece of brass that fits in here. And all the parts have been rounded off, so it's nice and comfortable to carry. Everything, the safety and these levers and every sharp edge has been rounded over, and the trigger guard has been narrowed down a little bit. And so actually a lot of work went into this gun. And front of the wood was just cut off, and I made this shape myself, and I think it looks better. It's got kind of an interesting wood to it, this gun. It's got a little bit of tiger stripes in it. So and it's we made it at the Kongsberg Våpenfabrikk in 1915, and it's in the 6.5 by 55 cartridge, of course. Now, while we have such a handy little hunting carbine here. Let's talk about speed shooting with the Krag Jørgensen rifle. Now there's a method that's been used in some certain shooting competitions that we have here in Norway that involve speed shooting, and they also used it in the military when Germans came for a visit in 1940. And it's a method that doesn't work with other bolt actions that I had, because it has to do with the relationship between where the knob on the handle is compared to the trigger. Oh, the trigger. Yes, I put a matched trigger assembly in this gun. And this isn't a Kongsberg match trigger. This is a Danish Schultz and Larsen matched trigger assembly. And that's what we call it, danske avtrekk in Norway. And there's not really enough room in a slim stock like this for a matched trigger assembly. So it involves some modification of the trigger assembly itself, and also you have to make room inside the top of the trigger guard here. So that took some doing. Okay, speed shooting. There it is. You hold the bolt and you use the one you used in the traffic, longest finger on the trigger, and you don't let go of the trigger. And you can use this from the shoulder, or you can use it while shooting from the hip. You can use it lying down or whatever. And what it is, I'll do it slowly because I got empty casings in here and they don't feed as well as loaded. And we're going to want you to see how it's done. So. And that's it. So with a little training exercise, you can do this pretty quick. So just demonstrate how easy it is to load the Krag. You just open this loading gate and you just drop the cartridges in there, close it, and there you go. And it works well with gloves or mittens on, and it's just a great gun. So I'll put down in the description how long the gun is, how long the barrel is, how much it weighs, and that sort of thing. And I'll even put a link to some speed shooting on some competitions. And some of these guys were pretty clever. I've seen pictures of where there's several empty casings in the air at the same time. So get yourself a Krag and try this speed shooting technique. Great little diopter. Wonderful hunting rifle for close range, lightweight, very comfortable gun. Okay, see you later.